The idea that man is the problem.
Evidence again for the last 6 or 7 years at least. It has not been getting warmer.
This is bad.
It seemed like just any old day in Canberra. But it wasn't. The Climate Institute, ACOS, the ACTU, the Australian Conservation Foundation and the World Wildlife Fund launched a new campaign targeting dinosaurs.
They say dinosaurs cease to exist, but the coming days and months will determine whether here in Canberra they still rule in Parliament. My name is John Connor, I'm CEO of the Climate Institute. We're here today to launch a national clean energy jobs campaign. Australia risks being left in the past. All of the economic models, including those of the big polluters, show that we can significantly cut our carbon pollution and grow the economy and grow clean energy jobs. In the real world, last year we had more investment worldwide in renewable energy than was invested in fossil fuel technologies. Worldwide there are 2.3 million people employed in renewable jobs, more than those directly employed in oil and gas. The world is turning to clean energy. Our politicians need to take urgent action now to make sure that Australia can be both competitive in the global clean energy economy of the 21st century and cooperative in helping to achieve an effective global climate agreement.
Investing in a low carbon economy is critical if Australia's not to be left behind. We know that there'll be self-appointed dinosaurs who will try to run that fear campaign that you'll lose jobs in Australia. The opposite is true. Our estimation is that hundreds of thousands of green, clean energy jobs, green tech jobs, these can be built because we see that investment already in the renewable energy sector, which is in many of our regions of Australia, strengthening these climate laws, getting them passed. That's how we get to that clean economy. So we say, let's get cracking. You don't win a global race to build a sustainable economy, to grow jobs by starting last. And we're in real danger of being forced to buy in climate change solutions from China, from the US, from Europe. That's not good enough.
The dinosaur campaign will go up until and beyond the Copenhagen climate change negotiations in December and includes a nationwide advertising push, public information sessions and a new website highlighting clean energy jobs. Based on analysis of green industries, the website focuses on what Australia is particularly well positioned in. This includes renewable energy, building construction, energy efficiency, water, waste and recycling and biomaterials.
Last year we commissioned a report with the Australian Conservation Foundation from an independent research company on the number of jobs that could be generated by making a transition to a clean energy economy. And the numbers that came up were that within the next 2 decades we could create at least 850,000 new clean energy jobs in 6 industries alone. And since the report came out last year, the green global market has actually risen to be about $6 trillion now, $6.1 trillion. It has grown so rapidly in the space of a year that we can almost pretty confidently say there'll be at least 1 million new jobs in the next 20 years in the clean green industries alone. And that's before you even look at transport, that's before you actually look at the numbers of jobs involved in greening up existing technology and existing industry. So there's a lot of work and a lot to be gained by making the move now. If we move early, we can have these jobs. The longer we delay it, it'll cost more to make the transition. That's why we need to get going now. I think we all know the story of solar energy in Germany. They've probably got our technology, they've taken our best science, and since the 1990s have had great industry planning, and they are now the world leaders in solar energy and solar technology. A country with considerably less sunlight than Australia, and we are well behind. Individual unions are doing things such as the Plumbers Union have set up their Climate Action Centre with the industry, with the plumbing industry and with government here. The ambition to retrain and upskill 21,000 Victorian plumbers. We're ready for the transition and that we're pulling our weight, doing as much as we possibly can in workplaces and in a policy setting. There's a lot of people lining up wanting to put their money somewhere, but there is no certainty at the moment without the right policies in place. That money cannot be unlocked until those policies get going.
There's been far too much delay, far too much squabbling. It's time that all politicians get cracking on this, and that's why we're making that call on all politicians and all Australians to say it's time to evolve.
A major achievement in this campaign would be to persuade the climate sceptics in the Parliament House and to persuade those who think we should do nothing because it will harm the economy, to persuade them that actually this is the best way to go. This is the best way to grow jobs, the best way to transform our economy to keep in line with the rest of the world. That would be a huge achievement. I'm not sure that we're going to convince those people, but if we can convince enough of the opponents in the Parliament, maybe some who might even cross the floor at some stage, or the actual coalition parties deciding by December, hopefully, that really they must get on board, that will be a major achievement.